Hello everyone and welcome to another CEB Dissect. This time on Sumail playing Magnus, the king himself from the mid lane. I think he's a great player to watch. Very experienced, very talented, very clutch. Always entertaining to watch. He's playing Magnus and he's playing Magnus mid. As you can see, he went for diminishing return, which is usually when you play on spellcasting on Magnus. So he's planning to play on, Shockwave, Skewer. So when we ask ourselves, is this a good Magnus game, yes or no, we want to think about, can they stop him from, repositioning heroes in order to win his team the fight? They have pretty good tools. I mean, Global is an amazing tool. Storm can scout the Magnus. He's also pretty good against him on the lane. And Ursa is a hero that might be able, if he buys Aghanims, to survive the jump also. So not the easiest mag game, I would say. On the other hand, I think he has a really good team for Magnus. I personally like the Magnus Medusa combo a lot because Medusa acts as a ball. She stands her ground and she gives Magnus good ways to fight by being in the front and scouting heroes for him. And she also really enjoys when heroes are pulled into her. A normal combo is Medusa clicking ulti, they run away from Medusa ulti, and Magnus catches them with the horn toss if he buys Aghanims and skewers them back into the Medusa. So Nigma is smoking, level 1. All of that is normal. You buy stats on Magnus, your universal hero, and Fairy Fire on the mid lane. That's pretty standard. He skills the Shockwave, definitely the best spell on Mag, level 1. We'll watch the big fight, but DP we're really ready. Alright, terrible start for Nigma. Storm got 1 kill. I don't think he got the first blood, so Sumail will start with a disadvantage here. He's playing against Lorinov. Very good mid laner, especially in the laning phase, I would say. With his big strength. Strong laner. So let's see how he plays it out. We'll skip the mid lane. I mean, we won't play it all the way because it's not my my biggest expertise, but we can just watch and see if there's anything we can learn from what he does. It's not a good matchup for Magnus, that is for sure. I can already tell you that. Because Storm is really strong against melee heroes with the new facet. So he's gonna have to play it safe. Nice, he's lasted denying really well already. Trying to last it the range. Lorinov is re-aggroing. Yeah. Normal stuff. Storm is doing really well. He got first blood, already has bottles, so all of this is normal. Magnus will do better and better with levels because he'll be able to secure the range creep. Basically on level 3 is your timing. When you hit level 2 Shockwave, it becomes really easy to secure the range creep. You cannot get denied, and from there and on you should be getting almost everything from every wave, like this. Yeah. This is basically your timing on Mag. Go for the rune, of course. So you want to aggro the creeps just like that. Mag is happy, and then let the range creep dies. You Shockwave, secure it, so that you don't take damage from Storm. You see he's playing full distance. Got the creep. So he's doing great. Actually very even lane, even though Storm got a kill. Aggro the creeps just like that. Keep pulling them away from the Storm. Okay, took a lot of damage, but it's okay. Magnus, with this skill build, can actually surprise heroes with his damage. He can even kill the Storm if Storm is not careful, so we'll have to see. Storm is trying to pressure him as much as he can. So Willow is coming mid. Storm is not level 6, they want to kill him before that. Super nice shards by GH. Sumail waits for the stun, skewers him back into the... If you paid attention, he's cured... That's why Mag Willow is such a nice combo. He skewered him into another Bramble. Look at the angle here. He's gonna skewer him into this Bramble, which would add another damage. Set of damage. It stacks. Very nicely done. Gets level 6 now. He bought Raindrop and Magic Wand, so he's actually really tanky. This should secure him the power rune, so amazing rotation by Nigma here. I mean, Magnus versus Storm, this is a very rune-intensive matchup, so it's understandable that he's just trying to secure presence over the runes. Right now he's scared because everybody's missing. He scouted the Storm, getting a DD. And they're looking for his ops, like they just placed the sentry, but they cannot find it. So nice warding by Sumail. Okay, very cool angle. Look at this. He's taking the high ground on them to make sure they don't see him with an ops. And he's gonna surprise them. Okay, oh, never mind. And they had an ops, so they knew. Backs off all the way. We'll try to secure the rune. It was really clutch to try to get this angle. He's guessing that they didn't see the rune, right? Because they saw him on the uphill, and they dewarded an ops before. So they probably do not... Nice. He gets the RP from the fog. Ursa is deciding not to TP. And G-Ace is running. Very surprising this Ursa did not TP, honestly. During global. Oh, he missed the skewer. He's very tanky though. Nice TP. Skewer missed, so unlucky. Very nice movement though. He's wasting a lot of time. Like, you have to keep in mind that during this whole time, Medusa is completely uncontested. So it's not like Magnus needs the runes as much. It's mostly that sometimes you want to deny the enemy mid from getting the runes. And when you play versus Storm Spirit mid, you really want to, as hard as you can. If you have any chance to stop him from getting the runes, you go for it, guys. This hero is probably one of the best rune hero in the game, like Arcane, DD, Haste, Invis, literally all of them, maybe besides Illusions. And even sometimes Illusion is hard to deal with the Storm with a free dispel, so you really want to stop this hero from getting runes. I'm really excited to see how he decides to use the blink, if he instantly smokes or waits. As I said, I think waiting for objectives sometimes is important. So for instance, now is a little bit early. They go for it. 50 seconds away from the rune and from the wisdom. I think, in my opinion, it's a bit early, so I don't know if this smoke is going to hit. So they're lurking mid. Let's watch the game with their vision now. So they're lurking mid here. He might try to go for the Muerta. He wants to play for the rune, it seems. They're not gonna play for the wisdom rune. Oh, now they just caught the... So I guess... Okay, they catch anyway. Very unaware by VP, to be honest. Okay, they 1-for-1 with the Brink reveal. So, not the best. But they got the rune again. So this Storm hasn't touched a single rune so far. So, Nigma's really happy about that. Medusa is getting really big. Venge is also getting big. He goes the mana regen talent, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it, if I'm honest. I think it's a bit greedy, but why not? If he's not planning to buy mana items whatsoever, then it can be okay. So he's very scared now. He senses that something is happening. I mean, his team is really far from him. His supports are making a play bottom. So you see the discipline, right? He scans for himself and he just plays really safe. And if you look at it, they were very ready to kill the Magnus here. They're even jumping on the high ground. Even Axe is there with a blink. So super nice awareness by Sumail here. So I think Nigma is really happy with the state of the game. They're playing passive, and it's not really because of Sumail. It's mostly because, you know, Venge Aghanims now is coming. Medusa wants to get the butterfly too. Big timings. Like, this Medusa will be really hard to kill very soon. You know, they have the Venge Axe, so they could decide to fight now, or they could wait a little bit longer. Nice swap. Swap into Skewer. Very nicely done. The Venge might die, but this is a fight they want to take. So let's watch how Sumail plays this one. We're gonna swap him. Nice RP. Don't let him get away. Nice cure. So let's look at how he plays this fight. It's actually very well done here. He's guessing the swap, so he stands here. RPs him back. This is what I want to show here. So this is typical from good players with blink daggers. It's like, instead of chasing the axe guys in the river and trying to, you know, secure the kill, he knows that this axe cannot get away. It's impossible. He's being hit by the Medusa all the time. And his blink is coming off cooldown soon, right? So what he does instead is he walks back up in order to see if he has a better play than just killing the axe. He will kill the axe when he realizes that nothing else can happen. But imagining that his blink comes off cooldown in 1 second, he might be able to get his cure on somebody else and get another kill instead. So from Radiant perspective, this is what Sumail does. Swap, RP, and then he goes missing. You see? He's completely missing. So he keeps them guessing. He makes them feel stressed out. Whereas Magnus, he might get another cure. What happens next is that he then realizes that, okay, nothing else is going to happen. I'm just killing this axe. Fair enough. But this is a really good Dota habit. It's like when a guy is about to die and you can do the math and know that he's dying no matter what, he cannot escape. Play with the fog of war. Play with your blink range. You know, reposition yourself. so that if anything new happens to the fight, you're ready and you're in a good position. Anyways, let's keep playing. Now Medusa TP'd mid, so she will take the mid tower. Okay, very nice sequence of events. They're just fighting a lot with the Venge Axe, nothing related to Sumail, so we keep going with him. He now has a shield rune, which makes him really strong. That's why he's like, you know, feeling like he can just control the mid lane. Okay, they're going Rosh. I assume that it's a butterfly. Yeah, butterfly Medusa. Now Medusa is super strong. So they want to use that timing. He's going BKB, which I really like. He wants to make sure that if he gets a good RP, Global is not going to stop the skewer, basically. That's why he goes BKB. Because if he gets a good RP and he wants to secure them back to his team, the Silencer is going to just press Global. And if you have anything else, it's not going to work. So let's watch Sumail player perspective here. They see the axe, really important kill. He did not RP yet, baits the Global. Global comes in, super clutch. You see how he values his positioning, right? He instantly repositions himself behind the Medusa. And his Venge and Medusa are playing really aggressive to make sure that Sumail gets a good RP. Now Rosh is gonna move to bottom. So Nigma click a smoke. He gets another rune. I think he got maybe 8 out of 10 runes. It's crazy. No Global now, so Nigma feel really strong. I think VP is just gonna dodge. Yeah, VP is just full dodging. They're outside on the map. So now they will secure the Rosh. Ah, never mind. They're not dodging. This Morta is getting caught. Wait, what happened? Wait, did he? What the hell happened? Did Morta force stab the Magnus? What? Okay, Morta is like a fucking agent. Morta force stabbed the Magnus ahead of him so that he could skewer him back. Okay. Morta is an agent, guys. You heard it here first. Okay. Nice gate behind them. So let's see what happened instead. They're jumping the Tusk here. He's gating behind, so this might be a big fight. There's still no Global. It's still on cooldown. So very good situation for Sumail. Can he catch them? Nice. Double RP. Back into the Medusa right away. Chain stun. Good axe call, but the Ursa died. Axe is gonna die for this. Amazing. Amazing macro. Bottom kills the Muerta, instantly gate, secures 2 kills on the top. Backs off to base. And now he's going back for Axe. It's a very good Axe game. The BKB was just really important. Honestly, what strikes me the most right now is how obsessed Sumail is with runes, actually. Like, I think he's checked every single rune in the game, except for when he thought they would just kill him, which they would have, actually. So there's one rune that he respected because he couldn't. But besides that, he's been checking every rune and getting almost all of them. So far, almost perfect gameplay by him. They click another smoke, they're playing fast. Dusa has Aegis, she has the Venge aura, she has the Magnus Empower. So this Dusa is cracked, absolutely cracked. They're thinking about hitting the high ground. You see Sumail's positioning, like he's playing really far back under the vision of his own ward to make sure that he gets a clean blink dagger. If possible, so I really like this position. He just wants to keep the Medusa empowered, probably. 1 minute to Aegis. Empower is clicked. Going to the rune again. Every single rune has been his so far. Okay, they're jumping on the Aegis. Alright, let's watch the fight here, because this is going to be a masterclass. I can feel it. Very weird decision, I think, by VP to jump on the Aegis, but they will do it. Look at Sumail here. Look at the patience. He has 2-man RP already, but he's not doing it. He's waiting because he knows that this doesn't mean much, right? Now he clicked Arcane, waiting a bit longer. Decides to go for the Axe here. Very nice. Saves RP because he realizes I can just kill this Axe without anything else. Since he has Blink and Arcane Rune under Blink Skewer, he knows he's gonna get multiple jumps. Great patience by him. Very questionable by them to jump on the Dusa, but let's keep watching. Okay. Quite lucky by the Muerta. Global has been used to kill the Venge Ilu. And now they're gonna keep pushing. I mean, no Global, Axe is dead. This Medusa has no reason to stop. And you know how important it is that he'd not RP when it wasn't needed. Like his read matters a lot because now the threat of the push is much higher because RP is still ready. So just a lot of patience. I think what this replay is showing so much is that he's very good at reading the situation and being really quick about it. Another rune. This time around it's not the best one. Now he wants to farm the Ags, most likely. He's very close. Will he wait? I guess he won't. Honestly, they're just abusing the Medusa timings. This Medusa just feels too strong. Enemies are smoked and they're taking an angle from above. I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, enemies are taking an angle. Again, Sumail's position is absolutely impeccable. He's perfectly positioned. They're guessing that the smoke is coming. They're jumping the Venge. Let's see how Sumail plays it. A lot of patience. Okay, this is actually not the best RP. He fucked up. He actually fucked up here. If you look at it, let's look at it times 1. He RP'd the Ursa under ulti, which is not what you want to do. The Medusa is just too strong right now. Gets away. Global came very late. It's just too hard to fight this Medusa, honestly. She's too big. He wanted to get the Ursa and the Storm. So this RP will not secure them the win, unfortunately. They needed something a little bit better. He's gonna get another chance. Another rune. Honestly, the amount of runes that he got is crazy. Like, he's played the entire game with power runes. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Another smoke. RP is not ready yet, but now they have Horn Toss, which is an incredible tool this game. They can't really stop him from clicking it, and Medusa really enjoys when the heroes are brought back to her. So, looking for the storm. You always want to follow the waves with Magnus. That's what you do. If you want to get the catch, and you play these kind of heroes, guys, and you want to get the catch, just pay attention to the waves. As soon as your team push the wave, or you have mega creeps, and the wave is pushing in, this wave will always result to information. It always works in Dota. So now they're rushing, but obviously you look at this wave. If I was Magnus, you follow the wave and you look at what happened. Somebody's gonna show in 3, 2, 1, boom. Somebody shows. It's always like that. Sometimes when you run around the map yourselves and you're trying to get catches around the map and get kills, you might seem... The classic is like, you see somebody, you start running. And by the time you run, they run away. Now you see somebody on the other side on the other side of the map. You start running and you never catch anyone. Just don't get baited by what you see and the hero movement. But if you want to do it 100% secured, look at the waves and follow the waves. As simple as that. Follow the waves and you will find enemy heroes. They're going high ground with the Medusa Aegis. So this is why Medusa is such a good hero for Magnus. Because she just creates a fight that is like... She creates a stable fight. So the Magnus already knows that the fight is going to happen around this Medusa, around here. So he can pick a clutch position. They place a nice ward. He will stay under the ward's vision, play with the tree line maybe. So it's going to be hard for them to stop the Magnus. Let's see how he plays this one out. He actually... Wait, did we see that? Okay, no, he's just fast. Boom. He jumped in the middle of the circle to not get silenced, brings back the Mortar to his team, instantly kites back. So this is what I like a lot about Magnus. After your first jump, reposition yourself, always. And it's not only about Magnus, it's about all the blink stunners. He clicks the haste actually to make sure that nothing bad is going to happen to him. He's repositioning himself so that in 8 seconds he gets another clean blink dagger. Now he sees that the fight is happening much deeper. He can go for the Morta kill. And now, in 1 second, RP is going to be ready. Goes for the axe, skewer. Very nice. They can't really touch this Medusa, it's very hard. They're buying back. Blink in 1. BKB blink, ready soon. He's waiting for the Ursa ulti, 1 second. Gets him back. RP. Perfect. GG. So, honestly, it was not the most flashy game by him. But what I like about this game, and maybe what we can learn from, is mostly about the macro. About the patience, the positioning, how he's playing for runes, how he's not also overplaying his hand. You know, taking a like aggressive position. He's playing with his team's timing, which is the Medusa Butterfly, the Venge Aghanims. And he's showing a lot, he's demonstrating a lot of patience in the fights. He understands how tanky his Medusa is and when he's supposed to go and help her and when he's not, basically. So, I mean, you look at the game and it's a 30-minute win. He didn't die a single time. So it's like basically perfect gameplay from him this game. He was very enabled by the Medusa and by, I mean, it's a beautiful draft that Nigma have here. It works really well and it enables Magnus a lot. He didn't need the Ether Lens because, as you see, he selected Keen-Eyed, so he has a cast range buff already. So that's why he doesn't need the Ether Lens. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a couple things here. That will be it for the set dissect on Sumail Magnus mid.